Oh, is my mic? Yeah, my mic is working. Welcome back to MRBC's Battle for Midway. It's season 4 and it's week 4 of the season. Today we are in Div B and we have the White Knight Legion going up against Clan Crossfire. And yeah, they've both beat the previous opponents 5-0 in their respective matches. So we'll be quite interested to see what kind of gameplay goes down today. Now, I'm your caster, Hitless Chicken. Yeah, I don't really have a co-caster that I group with. I don't have a power buddy. I'm really sad about that, but it'll be fine. I'll be handling the lobby admin, explaining the strategies, and doing some step-by-step shoutcasts. But then again, I need a cup of water to do that first, right? It's a wonderful Saturday morning over here. I haven't had my breakfast, so I'm a little bit cranky, but, well, put up with me, thanks. And now, let me just introduce the first drop. It's Tourmaline Desert 3-cap Conquest. And it's 250 to 275 tons. That means nothing too heavy. And C-bill only variants, and there can only be a maximum of 3 chassis, not variants, but chassis across all the 5 drops. Now, I'll be right back to handle the lobby. Alright, that's the team setup. Let's take a look at the map they're playing on today. It's Tourmaline Desert for the first 2 drops, so let's have a look. So Tourmaline Desert, Team 1 will spawn all the way up here, and Team 2 will spawn all the way down here. This is the castle and the dividing line between the castle and the valley outside. So what will happen is that Team 2 can make the play for Epsilon if they really want, and Team 1 will probably have to play for Kappa, but where the fight will mostly be seems to be at Theta. Now there are lots of interesting things both teams can do because from the corner, Team 2 can get a whole line of sight of this area, and similarly for Team 1, from around this area they can get a whole line of sight on the whole map. They are only blocked by this line that divides the castle from the rest of them because it prevents LOS. But there are many control points that teams can make use of in this map. It's only whether you want to capitalize them or not, or maybe they'll even just go for an all-out brawl on Theta. Let's find out in a moment as I check the status of the teams in the lobby. And it seems that both teams are locked in. Let's get ready. I'm going to launch it, and I'm not going to talk in the meantime because I notice that my mic always breaks up when I'm talking. At least when it's loading. And gentlemen, welcome to Tourmaline Desert. Teams are loading in and we are preparing for the match. So let's run through the loadouts on both sides.
Capture and hold the resource points. Stop any hostiles that get in your way.
Override engaged.
So on this side, in the White Knight Legion, we have Bowser with ERPPCs. That's the Ice Ferret build. A linebacker, Splat. Bushwhacker splat. Huntsman splat. White Knight's bringing the SRMs. Oh, it's a medium pulse Wolfhound. And Machine Gun Piranha. So White Knight Legion is going full splat. They get the cap on Epsilon. And there looks like there might be a light fight or some suppressing fire on Epsilon. Now let's take a look on the other team.
Zeta is controlled by the enemy.
Machine Gun Piranha.
Targets. Command confirming that we have
AC2 Niger making use of the full range. AC2 Dragon.
Airstrike.
Machine Gun Cheetah.
Airstrike.
AC2 Dragon.
Airstrike.
And Machine Gun Cheetah. So it looks like this is a brawl against area control game. Now we can see that the only area control mech that that the White Knight Legion has is Bowser. Bowser is the only one with range capabilities, while the rest have to crash into the enemy force in order to do the most that they can. Let's take a look through Bowser's camera. He's just taking it easy, peeking the corners and shooting, but he's really damaged. If he loses that arm, it's his PPC is gone.
Online.
How brave can he get to pick that corner against the whole firing line of AC2 mechs? Gets hit by a strike, almost. So Bowser's taking a lot of hits, and Clan Crossfire seems to be in the dominant position. They've got long sightlines, but we do not know exactly what White Knight Legion is doing. Are they going to crash into the main force anytime soon? They still seem to be stuck behind the castle, and I'm not sure what they're attempting to do, because if they rush from there, that's more or less a suicide rush. They have to play the time, bide it really well, and they cannot afford to overcommit this. They're still feeling each other out. They try to get the jump on the Arctic Cheetah, but SRMs against lights, not exactly the best weapon. They've given away the position of their main force, so Clan Crossfire knows where they are. And now we see Krasnos Pesky, he's moving over. He knows they're there. But can he get a beat on any of them?
Online. New target acquired.
Target
He
spotted.
can. He's staring down the ridge. And if anything pokes over, he'll be on it. And he gets arty on him. Niger is taking a little bit of damage. It's orange on some sides.
Acquired.
But that doesn't mean he can't crank out damage in return. Now Clan Crossfire has to move over in order to respond to the main force where White Knight Legion is.
Acquired.
And that's exactly what they're doing right
Target
now.
spotted.
So what we have here is actually a circular Nazca between two teams. Which is interesting, because with the brawl deck, you're actually looking for a way to get into the enemy's face without them realizing. But what Crossfire is doing here is that they're just playing their range advantage as much as they can. They know where the enemy is and they're just staying away from them. The onus is on White Knight Legion to move up and deal some damage. And they're taking the castle again. Yes, the crash between the two teams might be coming soon, and it will devolve into a full-on brawl, but let's see if Clan Crossfire can make use of the range advantage. They do have a stretch of open land before they get to the fight, and if any of them makes a bad peek, they'll get focused down double time. Teos is running around in the backfield giving a distraction, and the fight has begun. Let's see what it looks like from one of the Daka boats. Kras landing those shots, but he's taking a lot of damage in the process. It seems that... Oh, Draven shuts down. That was not good. And it is an all-out brawl. Captain Cat, he has lost his weapon arm. He's a stick. And let's take a look from the lights. The lights are doing quite some heavy lifting. And he crits out almost everything in the dragon's arm. Yes, he gets the arm. Agent Spectre is a stick. And he's one of the last left. It does not look good for Clan Crossfire.
25%. Target destroyed.
So it's a win for White Knight Legion. What happened and what they did well was that they crashed into the enemy force with minimal space in between them. So Clan Crossfire couldn't leverage on the range advantage that they had. They still put up a good fight, but well, let's just say it was not in their favor.
Resource point Theta is ours.